Oh, hi, and welcome back to Siberia, the world before. We will be continuing our adventures, where Kate, after escaping from the Iron Tiger salt mine, she took on a task to find a person from a certain painting, let's call it this way. And the search led her to Wagen, where we are currently uh, present in Antiques district, and we're walking around, checking out this stuff. Anything over here? Doesn't look like.
Muller's? Oh, straight ahead, Fraulein. You can't miss it. Hello?
Hello. We have a secondary task to check stalls. So I hope I did not miss anything so far, but only time will tell. Because historically,
No, that isn't the antique shop I'm looking for.
I've been missing stuff, and I had to get back to find that single thing that is still necessary.
Müller und Söhne? It's just over there, on the next corner.
Feels like I've completely lost my appetite since the mines. And yet, Wagen is famous the world over for its cakes. Can't be this way.
How could you know?
Müller und Söhne. Muller and Son. This must be the place.
Can you please not enter it?
I thought as much. So, Hans was here in Wagen after all. That hallmark on that sphere proves it. Wonder what that automaton was used for. I have to get a closer look. Well, that is if someone lets me in.
I am not done with the stalls, lady. See, what's this thing? Do you know what is this thing? No? But you don't want to check it out as well. Alright.
That reminds me of the Souk of the Ukels. I really miss not traveling with them sometimes. Even Simon Steiner wouldn't have done any better. I hope he and his granddaughter are okay.
What an authentic district. Brings up memories, too. But I should focus on the Muller shop now.
Now we can go and check everything out.
Inventory day. Ring 3 times for urgent matters. Looks like he's busy. I need to attract his attention.
I don't think that my matter
You
is
rang?
urgent, to be honest.
Yes. Sorry to bother you.
Hello. I mean, guten Tag. Herr Muller?
Guten Tag, Fräulein. I am stock-taking, if you will.
Oh, sorry to disturb you, but if you don't mind, I'd like to show you a painting.
A painting?
Yes, of someone I'm looking for. A girl who apparently looked like me.
Well, I'm rather busy. But all right. Show me.
You see? It has the name of your shop on it.
Yes, the label certainly comes from here. It's very old, though.
It's the only clue I have as to the whereabouts of the girl.
I see.
My guess is, whoever owned the painting must have been a client of the shop before the painting was stolen by the Brown Shadow during the Second World War.
That's all very possible. That was when the shop sold materials for artists. As you can see, we don't sell that type of article anymore. Do you mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. Do you know anything about the artist?
Well, I'd say the style is close to the naturalist school, which makes sense given the date on it. The signature is very faint. From what I can make of it... No, the name doesn't ring a bell. Sorry, Fraulein.
I've been told I look like the model in the painting. A slight exaggeration, no doubt. But is there any chance that you know who she could have been?
There's no exaggeration, Fraulein. Indeed, she does look like you.
Oh,
But
stop
I'm
with
sorry.
this nonsense.
I've never seen her before.
How could the case have come from your shop?
Going by the date, the painting must have been done in my grandfather's day. Back then, the shop sold materials for art, and this type of case would have been used to protect a painting. Or to carry documents, a manuscript, or even sheet music. Apart from that, there's not much else I can tell you.
Pity. You were my last hope.
I can tell you where it was painted, though, if it's any help.
Oh?
Yes, I'm certain. That's the refuge at the Silberspiegel. You can make out the mountain circus in the background. It overlooks Wagen and leads to the Swiss border.
Right.
You can get there by the tramway.
Oh, that's
Just
convenient.
Head southeast and get off at the end of the line.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Mind you, there's quite a hike from the station to the refuge.
Oh, I'll manage.
Anything else, Fräulein?
Actually, there is. I noticed an object in your window there. A strange metal sphere which might work with an automaton mechanical heart I have.
Yes, it's an authentic Voralberg.
Do you mind if I try it?
No, not at all. Let me get it for you.
This dude is unbelievably polite on his inventory day. I would have been so pissed that I'm interrupted. Like, it's inventory, you have so much stuff to check. And some lady just barges in with, like, your obviously
Here you go.
urgent
Thanks.
quest. Okay. Okay. Coolio.
It moved. Maybe it can be opened.
Okay.
Looks like there's something underneath its scales.
Christ almighty, what's going on here?
Hans's logo.
Ha! This
A Voralberg key.
this continues the tradition of the room where you have like this little object and like there are thousands and thousands of objects like hidden inside. No idea how that all fits, but okay.
Wrong one. Ugh, I need to start over.
So 2 was right? That's what you're saying?
Wrong one. Ugh, I need to start over. Wrong one. Ugh, I need to.
293670. 293670. Okay, 2 9. Yeah, 36. Seven zero. Yeah. Okay, that does look like a heart, but is it compatible? Apparently it is. I don't think Oscar will be happy to be put inside whatever this thing is.
Fascinating.
Oscar? Oscar, can you hear me?
Can it even speak?
Hello, Kate Walker.
Oscar, I'm so glad you're back among the living.
Delighted to see you too, Kate Walker. But I seem to have an internal management issue. This host body's instincts seem to be at odds with me, and...
Oscar, is everything all right? Oscar? Oscar, come back!
Oh dear, I can't control myself. Help, please, Kate Walker. Help me.
Oscar, where are you going?
I can't help it, Kate Walker. It's taking me away.
Oscar! Wait! Come back!
I am out of control, Kate Walker. Help.
Hey, what the?
Kate Walker! Help!
Oscar, wait!
You've literally stolen the thing.
Oscar! Have you seen an automaton? Like a small animal.
Oh, I sure did. The little bugger just rushed inside this coffer.
Hang on, Oscar. Just stay where you are, okay?
That shouldn't be a...
Well, do you have the key?
Oh, I have plenty on my stall. Please feel free to find the right one, and then get the hell out of here with that pet of yours.
Could be this one. Or another. Oh, come on, there must be a way to see which key is the right one for the coffer. Well, this one could work with the coffer. I guess.
That is not helpful.
I guess it could open the coffer.
Have circle, diamond, and 8, right? Oh, well, hell, whatever this thing is. Heart-shaped.
That one could be as good as any.
I think we should try a hard one.
This is the one. Ah, there you... Oscar! No! Don't! Oscar! Don't move! Ah, there you are!
My apologies, Kate Walker, but it seems I am unable to take over this body's instincts. It won't budge.
Hang in there, Oscar. I'll find something to force it out. I mean, you out. Whatever. You know what I mean.
Oh dear lord. Okay.
No, I can't use that. Hey, wait a second.
Kate Walker, what are you...
Sorry, Oscar. It's all I could come up with. You need to fight it, Oscar.
This is so ridiculous. Like, why would she put the heart in this little guy in the first place?
Fight it, Oscar.
But I can't!
You can do it, Oscar. I know you can. He's trapped in a dead end. I got him now. Oscar, what are you doing?
I am unable to control the beast's infernal instinct. Help me, Kate Walker.
Okay, calm down. Good boy. Nice and easy. That a boy.
That segment pencil. Oh shit, what is child? It's too fancy English for me. As well as coax. I know only coaxial cable. Okay, I mean, that's
Who
Oscar,
wants a
right?
treat? If you come now, I'll give you a treat.
You
Come
have
here.
none.
That's enough. You come back here right now. Oscar! Oscar, don't! Oscar! Oscar, please! Come back! I need you!
That did not go well. Ships. Did I make a mistake?
No, not again. Not Oscar. Oh, darn it, why do I have to lose everyone I love?
So, couldn't you catch it?
No, sorry. I lost your Voralberg sphere.
Oh, forget it. Nobody wanted it anyway. And it was taking up window space. Automatons don't fascinate people like they used to. I imagine you're the only one who will notice it's gone.
It's a terrible loss indeed. More than I could say. But thanks for all your help anyway.
You are very welcome. Good day to you, Fraulein.
Thank you, Herr Muller. I'm off to the mountain refuge you told me about. Good day. Come on, Kate. Herr Muller gave you all the pieces of information you needed. And Oscar must be long gone now. Better move on to the tram.
I mean, I'm trying to pay attention to the gutters on the ground. Maybe one of them will be.
What the hell is my broom doing here?
Maybe one of them will be interactive, but
The damn thing is on the loose, huh? Well, good riddance.
I do feel rather gutted about it, to be honest. I don't think it was a good idea to start with, but that kind of rhetoric is not... It doesn't change anything, does it?
Come on, Kate. Pull it together. You need to leave the district and take the tram to that mountain refuge.
Before
I'm so
I
sorry, Oscar.
leave this location, I would like to make this research. Like, come on, like, was it possible to save Oscar? Hmm. Oscar. Okay. Yeah, he will indeed just escape. However, the page, like I used like find on page, and I searched for Oscar, and there are quite a lot of points in the walkthrough where Oscar is mentioned, and the one where he escapes is barely half. So I have some mild hope that we actually will see Oscar later. I'm definitely relieved to read that whatever you choose, Oscar will escape. which of course is tremendously sad. But yeah, life. Stuff happens. These guys, they're so cool. Yeah, that transition is like, I'm amazed. I noticed that after the breach the tram moved like diagonally, but I didn't know that it does this to achieve that. That is ingenious. Also tremendously complicated, but again, life, right? Oh, that brings back what, Siberia too? Yeah, I think so. The mountains in Romansburg. And I thought there will be two train conductors. Oh, that was creepy. But again, that brings also Siberia too, where there was a creepy dude observing us at the Siberia island, right? And then we found out that he's dead. Excuse me, give me my diary, please. According to my latest information, Kate Walker has lost that automaton of hers she called Oscar. By all accounts, it happened during her visit to the Muller antiques shop. Given that she's also now mourning her mother and her co-inmate, I'm beginning to wonder if Miss Walker brought some kind of curse upon herself when she fled with the late Monsieur Voralberg nearly 3 years ago. It might seem a bit far-fetched, but there is a term I once heard at a conference by my favorite crime writer, and it keeps popping into my head whenever I think of Kate Walker. In a word, hubris. It describes the arrogance and the excessive pride of a person that leads them to disregard the divinely fixed limits, and by seeking to avoid a tragic destiny, the person ends up by provoking it. I guess it's like a cruel twist of fate, like that which seems to be striking Kate Walker. She fled her old life, and yet after all these misfortunes, her old life must seem more present and full of regrets than ever. But anyway, Miss Walker is still on her unlikely quest to find the woman in the picture she found in that mine. My guess is she's thrown herself into this new quest to escape from her grief. Herr Muller from the antiques shop told me he sent Miss Walker to the Silberspiegel refuge in the mountains near Wagen. I'll be heading out there as soon as I can. Miss Walker only has a few days head start. She may well still be there by the time I arrive.
Not exactly welcome. The refuge must have been a popular destination for vacationers.
Silberspiegel.
How nice. Thanks, but no thanks.
Why not?
No one here. Hardly surprising. It's so beautiful, so calm. But what am I doing here? Well, they say bad things come in threes. First Mother's death, then poor Katusha, and now Oscar. I can't believe I've lost him again. Am I doomed or what? Thank goodness I've still got the girl in the painting. Something to hang my hopes on. But maybe I'm just kidding myself. And why me? Why not Katusha? Why did she have to die? It's like this painting has chosen me.
No, that's not what happened. That's just
Oh,
life.
it's a beautiful place. Don't know what I expect to find here, though. Yet somehow it feels right. Can't say why. I mean, why am I so sure this mountain refuge has anything to do with the painting?
Because the guy told you.
Maybe I'm just a hopeless optimist. Or a lost dreamer. I guess there's only one way to find out.
Now that I can agree with.
Herr Muller was right. It's quite a walk to the refuge. Well, I guess the sooner I head out, the sooner I get there.
That is an absolute truth. Do we need to guide to Kate the whole 7.5 kilometers though? It doesn't look so. I mean, 7.5 is not that much. You can probably make it in an hour or so, if the altitude difference is not that big. I need to admire some view, Kate.
Bit too close to the edge, if you ask me. I should find a safer spot. Wow, what a fantastic view. I should try and find a better spot to admire it from. That is stunning.
Mountains are amazing.
If what I read about the region is true, Switzerland should be nearby, on the other side of those mountains. Oh man, I guess that's the refuge, way over there. Oh well, better get going.
Anything else in here? I don't think so. But it also did not cross out. Okay.
I better be careful here. Too many fallen trees and wobbly rocks for my liking.
Who and why would want to kill you here?
What the hell was that?
Some creepy local, come on. Or Mr. Canton. I love these things. Tell me, they have lizards here.
Looks like all sorts of wild animals live in these mountains. Hiking tips? Thanks, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Anything unusual? Greet other hikers. That's an interesting rule. It's not rule, it's just a tip, right? So, resistance monument or something. Where is it? There was also some small road to the side. This one. What is?
Now,
Oh,
what do we have here? In memory of all mountain resistance fighters.
wait, what is that thing?
It doesn't look old at all. Too bad I can't take a break. That would have been a nice place to sit for a minute.
Again, Siberia 2. The waterfall. There was a waterfall. Yeah, where we stopped for fishing for a bear. Pretty sure there was a waterfall. This one is cool at all. Absolutely.
Well, that was one heck of a walk.
We are not done yet. And she'll need to climb.
Oh, come on. A ladder now?
Ladder is pretty generous. I mean, it could have been a staircase, but yeah, I will agree.
Okay, let's just do this.
This is probably one of the most terrible
Pretty
ways
sure there must be another way.
to implement a ladder in a game.
Finally. Oh,
I
that
can
must
appreciate the
provide
water
energy
wheel.
to the refuge.
Water wheels are cool.
I've seen that before.
In your painting, right?
That must be it. Now I should try to find a matching point somewhere.
Heart-shaped rock wall.
No, it doesn't match. No matching points here. I should try something else. That rock wall. It can't be a coincidence.
Okay, thank you. Sharp peaks.
Those sharp peaks, they look exactly the same.
What else? Rocks. I can find you some rocks.
That's not specific enough to draw any solid conclusions.
Okay, no rocks. A railing. We have a railing hook here.
Just what I was looking for. Perfect.
Oh, hi there.
Hardly changed at all.
Breathtaking, isn't it, Fräulein?
Beautiful.
It is called the Silberspiegel, our local pride.
Judging from my painting, it wasn't that different 60 years ago. Ma'am, is everything all right?
Yes. It's just that you look very much like the person in the picture, Fräulein.
So, you do know her then, don't you?
Can't say I don't, but it was a very long time ago.
Actually, I've come a very long way to find out about her. I would really like to know who she is, or was. It's very important to me, you see?
And why is that, Fräulein?
Yeah, why? Yeah, I guess I promised.
I made a promise to a friend who happened to save my life before losing her own.
I see. By the way, what is your name?
Oh, Walker. Kate Walker.
I am Leni, Leni Renner.
Nice to meet you, Frau Leni.
Demoiselle, my dear. My legs never did manage to get me to church in time.
Oh, Demoiselle Leni.
Well, Fräulein Walker, 1937, you say? Ah, that was before the war, when I could still run like the fawn wind. Father was the manager in those days.
Oh, that's a nice transition to back to Dana.
It was one summer evening that the whole story of your painting began. I remember it like it was yesterday. A group of scientists were staying at the refuge to prepare for an expedition to some faraway place in the east. They were being trained by a local alpinist who was to guide them. His name was Leon Kabatis. Oh, handsome as a Greek god he was, and an Olympic champion no less, very popular with the ladies. And he was lovely to me. Would give me a wink and a smile whenever I served him his beer. Thank you, Demoiselle Leni, he would say. In French, if you please. Made me feel like a proper little madam. But then Frau Junta would always shoo me away.
Frau Junta?
Must have been in her mid-20s. But of course, to me, she was an old hag. Past it. And I didn't like the way she bossed my Leon around with that camera of hers. The refuge was buzzing. Everyone was jolly. And the scientists were there, debating as usual about this and that. A cheerful bunch, really, despite their disputes. Except, that is, for one. Frank Hoff
Yeah,
was his name.
but he's Brown Shadow.
Preferred his own company. Though I could see, even with my young eyes, he was devious as the devil.
But what about the girl in the picture?
Well, she was there that evening too. She had come to work through the summer. Her name was Dana. Dana Rose. Ah, she was as cute as a button and well-mannered with it. Even father was sweet as a lamb to her.
Take care of the scientist drinks, then go round taking orders. And have a look at the stove while you're at it.
Yes, Herr Gustav.
Will you be alright now, Dana? It's the first busy night since you started, so just ask if there's anything you need to know. Alright, my lovely?
Thank you, Herr Gustav, but it looks pretty straightforward. I'll be fine.
That's the girl.
I mean,
Off you trot then, my lovely. Keep
I shouldn't
smiling,
say that, but
and
how
we'll have them
difficult can it be
carrying
to
your
serve
tray
the
for
drinks,
you.
right? I mean, it is difficult, probably morally wise, to keep yourself like in
I need to serve those drinks to the scientists.
spitz, and probably beer and something. Okay. Okay. Ah, what painting? On what table? Christ, too much. Stop. Too much. Okay. Hooray! End of school. The year seemed to like a walk in the park compared to the spring concert, though. It was so nerve-wracking, so glad it's over. Glad for the break, although it's not glad, is it? Although already I can't wait for the new year at the music academy to begin. Ah, it must be glad then. Father says I'll have to pay my way now, though. That's why I shall soon be starting my summer job at Herr Gustav's refuge at the Silberspiegel mountain. The pay isn't exactly great, but it will still help toward my studies. And besides, I get full board and lodging and full go lo- galore. Oh, Lord, freak mountain air. Fresh, not freak, fresh mountain air. Okay. Mom doesn't stop lecturing me about how good it will be for my lungs. I suspect she exaggerates my illness, though, so she can keep me under her wing like a mother goose. But I keep it under my hat. This is no time to be upsetting my parents. They have enough on their plate at the moment. First of all, there is the money, or rather the lack of it. My parents' shop isn't doing as well as it used to, that's for sure. And I can see that my poor old dad, who couldn't put aside as much money as his friend and one-time partner Herr Zimmer, feels humiliated that I have to work to pay for my studies. And then there's the persecution by the brown shadow against my parents and our neighbors. It seems to be getting worse these past weeks. I even overheard my parents whispering about a possible ascension to power of this dreadful party. It's all the more worrying as their influence is not only growing in Ostertal but also all over Europe and even the world over. I've never really been interested in politics, but one thing I do know is that this can't be good news for anyone. No time to write now, so much to do at the refuge. Tiring, but very interesting, so relieved Herr Gustav is so kind to me. Can't say the same for his daughter Leni though, but maybe we just need time to get to know each other. Uh, soon see. Oh, my temps are 80 and my fans are spinning at 100%. I hear it in the background. I don't think that my microphone catches it, but yeah, welcome to summer, everybody. I mean, it's spring, but yeah, you get the gist. Anyway, veteran. New customers arriving for the summer, quite a little group too. Scientists training for an expedition, if I understand rightly. And they're coming with their guide and even a famous filmmaker. No rest for the weary. Okay, well, we need one of these. And we need one of this. Together with this. And we need two of these.
The keg's empty. I need to change it.
Ah, here's the catch. How do you lift the whole keg of this thing? It must be heavy as hell.
That should be it. Let's serve these gentlemen now.
No, we'll have to go higher, I'm telling you. But my point is that it's highly improbable that any primate will be able to survive so high up, let alone thrive.
And if they were thriving, we wouldn't be looking for them, would we? I say they've taken to the higher ground, and they only come down to steal livestock and game.
Look out, chaps.
Gentlemen, your drinks?
Ah, good on you, lassie. Horst, make yourself useful and pass these around. First day, is it? Better make a wish then.
All right, I will. I wish you would tell me what all those maps are for.
Ah, that I can grant you. They show all the different locations of an expedition we're planning.
And what's that one of, if you don't mind me asking?
That is Baltayar, a remote region in the mountains of northern China. That's where I'll be leading my team in a couple of weeks.
And what's this expedition for?
Well, keep it to yourself, but the code name is Origin. And if I have my way, it will likely change the way we perceive humanity.
French.
I see you haven't come just for the view then.
Oh no, Fraulein. We're only here for the beer and a pretty smile. That's our trainer out there. Supposed to knock this scraggly lot into shape for the big climb in Baltayar.
Right. And what about you, gentlemen?
Well, let me introduce you to my dream team. Horst Sauer, talented anthropologist and frequent but worthy pain in the ass to your mother. Rudolf Jäger, distinguished ethnologist. And last but not least, Albert Bauer, paleontologist.
And yourself?
Reinhard Berger, biologist.
As Herr Berger says, we're here to train for the Origin expedition.
In return for funding for our own projects back home.
And for the love of science, eh, Horst?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Yes, of course, Herr Berger. I'm sure none of us would be here otherwise, would we?
And what about you, my lovely?
Oh, I'm Dana. I'm working here during the holidays, that's all. I'm curious to know what this Origin expedition is all about, though. If it's not top secret, that is.
I see a piano.
Put it this way, Fraulein Dana. If, when, we discover what we're looking for, you will no doubt remember this conversation as your claim to fame. You will tell your grandchildren that you served the Origin team, the team that discovered none other than the missing link of the superior race of humans, the Australopithecus habilis, the direct ancestor of Homo sapiens. Or, more vulgarly put, the abominable snowman.
Oh, I see. Now I get why it's called Origin.
Whatever we find, whatever we call it, it's likely to send shockwaves all through the world of anthropology. It will help us to explain how we evolved from Australopithecus to modern man, and then became...
He's off again. Get him started on anthropology and he's like a bolted horse. I don't think Fraulein Dana wants you to clobber her with your explanations, Horst.
Let's go into this rabbit hole.
But actually, I find it quite interesting.
Well, Fräulein, the Origin expedition could lead us to a totally new series of studies, or even reveal a new mode of tribal organization, or a micro-society, by the discovery of a specimen that may well have played a major role in the evolution of modern man.
Come, gentlemen, here's to the Brown Shadow for generously sponsoring this expedition, which is sure to redefine our understanding of mankind.
Oh, I see we're fraternizing with the personnel, gentlemen.
Just giving a toast to our generous sponsor, Herr Hurst.
May I remind you that this mission, financed by my party, is confidential? Do you know what that means, Dr. Berger?
Yes, Herr Hurst.
It means, gentlemen, it is strictly forbidden to communicate any details or objectives to anyone outside our circle, let alone to the first waitress to come by twinkling her eyelashes. Fraulein, as soon as you're done here, I suggest you get back to your chores.
Okay. Sheesh.
What a brute.
That is one of the inconveniences of working with a heavily politicized private sponsor. But he's just doing his job. And I suppose, like anything else in life, there has to be some compromise to get what one desires. So, think nothing of it, Fraulein. It is the way of science. Indeed, it is the way of the world.
It's not cool with this guy behind you, so...
I suppose it is the way of the world, Herr Berger. Thank you, gentlemen, for telling me about your expedition. But I must get back to work.
Painting on a table, you say? Oh, must be that one.
Those paintings. I think Herr Gustav wanted me to help him choose the one he should buy. He must have left me a note somewhere.
Dana, I've a little favor to ask of you. Young Leon, the alpinist, is trying to fob me off with one of his paintings. Does them in his spare time. I grant you that they might not be masterpieces, but they're well painted. At least I can see what they are. And I would be dead chuffed to hang one up on my wall. Besides, Leon's a decent lad and brings in the customers. So I thought, as your father sells them, and I know sod all, I'd ask you to choose. Thanks for helping. Gustav.
I should take a closer look at those paintings before choosing one.
Well, that's a waterfall. And And these are clouds. I like that this is like a mountainous valley, but the clouds are weird. I don't know. I like how they're depicted here, to be honest.
I think I'll pick this one. So glad Herr Gustav likes me to play for the clients. This way at least I won't get rusty. Looks like there's something wrong with the airflow. I need to add more wood in the fire. It's not enough. I need to feed the fire more.
Oh, Voralberg.
Looks all good to me. This mechanism controls the air intake, if I remember correctly. Herr Gustav didn't have time to fix it.
Not cool.
Wow, I've never seen a stove like this. It must be one of Herr Gustav's inventions that everyone talks about down in Wagen.
Is it like Gustav's thing? Oh, that's cool then.
Better try another one. Looks all good to me. Better try another one. Looks all good to me. That one is loose. That should fit pretty much anywhere on the stove. The airflow seems right now, but I think the fire is too weak.
And the only thing that I can see here is shoes. But we're not using shoes now, are we?
It's not enough. I need to feed the fire more. What a strange mechanism. It reminds me of the automatons on the musical square.
Right, my lovely. Pop out, take the orders on the terrace, and then we can take a breather.
So what about the stove? This is mighty strange, but yeah, let's follow my let's follow outside. Maybe we can find some wood outside.
There, like that. Try not to move now, darling.
Yep. That's a chunk of wood. What do you want me to inspect about it?
Perfectly dry.
Okay. And now the wood goes in.
That's it. I'm done here.
And now that we have also a save, I suggest that we are also being done here, at least for today that is. Or at least for right now, for me. What I'm trying to say. Thank you for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. If that is the case, then please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, or otherwise let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a very nice day out there, and bye.